This video is my response to the recent documentary by the BBC entitled Inside the Secret World of Incels. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Reminiscent of several ISIS-inspired terror attacks.
Damn. A violent new
News
ideology.
in Santa Barbara County, a gunman went on a mass
I'm looking
shooting.
forward to this,
driver
man.
appearing to intentionally strike victims on the sidewalks.
Deadly shooting at a Tallahassee yoga studio.
Yeah, that's the one that people don't talk about, that one. That's
Manassian
got
was
beer in it.
angry over being rebuffed by women.
These young men often feel like they are owed relationships and they're owed sex.
Entitlement
A
complex.
group name that
Look at that. Look at
you've probably
some.net.
never heard of
Slut
before,
hate.
incels or involuntary
Oh
celibate.
my god, face the LMS forums, man.
So much fucking rage in my fucking
Not
body.
this guy.
So angry. So
Autism
hateful,
intensifies.
So full hatred right now at this fucking worthless piece of shit world.
Women are just evil, you know what I'm saying? Women are evil, women are cruel, women are mean, you know what I'm saying?
Kent.
I have no fucking...
Listen guys, if you guys haven't seen Kent, that is the funniest DFL guy I've ever seen, man. His videos are pure comedy.
Anything that women could like. Nothing. I'll stab them all.
Wow.
Let's have sex, baby. What, you wanna have sex with me? Huh? Huh?
Look at this. These guys are creeps, man. Incels. It's kinda creepy, man. Isla Vista, California. Oh my god. I'm gonna skip this part if they start talking about Elliot Roger. I'm not interested in that crap. We'll skip that.
Hi, Elliot
Yeah, I'm
Roger
skipping
here.
this part. I'm not interested in that. Let's get down to the meat and the bones of this.
I don't know where exactly he was aiming for me.
You guys know what I think
know that
about
he was
Elliot Roger,
trying
man.
to aim for people in the crotch, you know, trying to shoot guys.
Online misogyny for
This
the
isn't
past
to what this
5
girl
years.
is saying.
I've
University of Kent,
been
UK.
researching online misogyny for the past 5 years, and I've been looking at the violent actions of Elliot Roger, an incel, for the past
Still
year
talking
now.
about this guy?
And we're going to
Do your
consider,
research on Elliot Roger,
does
please.
violence online lead to violence offline? I've
Wow,
really started looking.
you're doing courses talking about incels. You incel, it's about to get ramped up. No, if you're identifying as an incel, stop. I've told you guys, stop identifying as that crap. They're now doing online courses teaching you about this. You know, people are becoming very aware. The impressions on incels is going up drastically, and documentaries like this and the last video I did, the murder of that girl, it's incels. The impressions on incels is gonna go through the roof, man, through the absolute roof.
At the potential for violence to spill off screens and onto streets.
I could walk out of my classroom and get shot because someone thinks they're entitled to sleep with me.
We live right now in the age
Victim
of the
mentality.
hate crime.
You see what they're teaching in the education system? Victim. And you see what that girl just said? They're teaching that in the education system. Women are victims. They're teaching that. They're not helping the problem. They're not trying to. That's not their intention. They have a narrative.
Bubbling over, this hatred is bubbling over. Before Elliot Roger, there were a number of online misogynistic communities operating. But Elliot Roger really flips the switch from a community that is angry.
I'm not interested in hearing this crap, man. Get into the meat and the bones of it. Yeah, Eggman, that guy ruined his life, man. That guy, I mean, his name, his face, everything is already out there. And he's I don't know if he's still part of this, I don't know, but I think he's left it, but it doesn't matter. Because you're still associated to it.
Maybe if Elliot Roger wasn't bullied by females, none of that would have happened. All that shit manifested.
Will they quit talking about this guy?
And if these females are not treating these guys with respect,
Oh my god, you guys know who this guy is? I might do a review on this guy. Tell me if you wanted me to do a review on this Catfishman guy. I might do one.
Kill, you know?
This guy's a nutcase, man.
It's just how it is, man. It's just life. I kind of admired him and looked up to him because
wow.
you know, how he was struggling in a dating scene.
That is one of the most pathetic things I've ever heard in my life. I admired him because he was struggling in the dating scene. I mean, if that doesn't tell you how pathetic these incel guys are, I don't know what does.
I'm the catfish man. I catfish females. I'm a legend in the community.
Catfish females.
I pose as a male model.
I'm a legend.
A guy that's good looking.
Yeah. Just like that Chris Morgan guy, that little midget guy. He's the next Martin Luther King, right? And you're a legend.
Yeah,
these guys love to talk themselves up.
As I confront them,
you know,
make
love
videos
to do
and
that.
I'll post them
They're
online.
not humble at all.
So just play the video right here? Yeah. Excuse me? I'm for the male model, right? It's adrenaline.
That's hurting my eyes, man.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's go in there. Let's do it.
You're so ugly. Well, you think you deserve him? Huh? Fucking fat ass bitch! Got catfish!
I don't think anybody could do it.
This dude is in his 30s, by the way.
How to approach a female.
By listening to him, you think he's 19, but this guy's in his 30s.
I have that type of low inhibition.
Cause he's good looking, and you want to get down with him, so ooh, wanna fucking lick your pussy?
What?
Do it. Do it.
This guy is
She got off with me when I started, but she called me.
I'm not doing anything, I'm talking. You're mad cause you guys got catfish, bitch. Do it. I'm not driving nowhere.
This is her, you know, her own defense mechanism, her own aggression, because the guy's not good looking.
Ew, you're so fucking fat. Look at that shit. I'm so fat. Holy.
I wasn't a good looking guy. She treated me like shit, basically. It just seems like it's not fair just because, you know, just because the guy's good looking, she's willing to have sex with the guy. You know,
stop focusing on what other guys and other people are doing. Focus on yourself, you sorry son of a bitch. Focus on your goddamn self. That's how you empower yourself. That's how you get some self-esteem. That's how you get some direction. That's how you feel good about that. You get some fulfillment in your life. These guys don't understand that concept. That's why they're in the position that they're in. That's why nothing's gonna change for them.
That's just not fair. I just don't think that's fair, man. So
you gotta grow up one day, man.
I mean, can you ask me why did
God's
you
sake.
meet up with a male model? The banana was fucking good, wasn't it?
Stop fucking recording. I will punch you in the motherfucking
Do it.
face.
I'll fucking knock it off, bitch.
This is the part where started wrestling over the phone. She didn't want to get recorded. That's what she was trying to do. See how some of the females get mad because their chads weren't real. See how they get so violent, be defensive. And then I kind of slapped her hand.
Get the fuck away from me.
Ooh, I got all this on this fucking here.
I just started laughing with, you know, maniacally. Just start, you know, laughing at her, basically.
You fucking shallow ass bitch. Fucking got catfish, bitch. Ha! Huh? Fucking bitch. Oh shit.
And that's it. Yeah, it's kind of like a, you know, victory for, you know, the incel community, basically. Well, this is basically like my retribution in a sense. You know, all those girls that treated me like shit, all those girls that attacked me, all those girls that have rejected me. You know, it's in a sense, you know, it makes me.
You know, this is not how to get revenge, man. You don't get revenge by that. You know, what are you gaining? What the hell are you gaining? Why do you refuse to want to live a life of happiness? Why do you refuse that? Why don't you want to live a life of meaning, of purpose? You don't want to do that. You think you're going to get revenge by doing this? No. You're actually messing yourself up. You're making yourself look like a moron. And do you feel good? No, you don't. You're still depressed. You're still a loser. You're still an incel. So who wins at the end of the day? Not you. You think that's a patch on a woman? Okay, she drove to meet some guy, he wasn't real, so what? So what? That's not a patch on anybody. But you, look what you're doing. Who is it more harmful to? You. You got no prospects. You messed up yourself. Your name is out there. People know who you are. You're finished. And that's your own fault. That's nobody else's fault. It's not what happens to you in life. Okay, it's how you interpret it. What your interpretation, your perception of things is terrible. And that's why you're in this position. Stop blaming everybody else. There's plenty of guys who got rejected by women growing up, and look at them now. They're flying. They're living it up. They're enjoying it. What's the difference between you and them? Their perception. And they took action. They had self-esteem. They cared about themselves. They didn't put women on a pedestal. That's the difference, and that's why they're in that position and you're in this position.
It makes me feel good.
Feel good, yeah, feel good, and you're still going home to jack off to what? To your, I don't know what the hell you watch, but it's probably something more,
people would see those
more of the harder stuff, you know.
And say that you're scaring the life out of those women.
No, I'm not killing them. I'm just, exposing them. They're upset because they're getting exposed. They're scared because somebody found out. They confronted them, who they are. So no, I don't really care.
You do care about what women think, man. That's why you're doing this. No.
Does it look better? The hat looks more fitted than.
This guy's starting to bore me, to be honest. I've said what I need to say about this guy.
This is some of his pictures on here. So you're taking a selfie, drinking some tea, or doing normal things, but normal guys.
Let me tell you something about these profiles. They don't look real. They don't look real at all, to be honest with you. If women are that dumb to fall for that, then I don't even know, man. I mean, you gotta be really, really stupid to fall for that. They don't look real at all. I've seen the profiles these guys use. I can say it's fake in a second.
Guys do, then to make it look, real. First off, he's white, so it's a plus for females. He's white, so he's gonna get more matches. He has nice hair, like this one. It's his eye area, his facial features, his structures, because he has a nice defined jawline. 803 matches off this single profile. If I start swiping, he's gonna get 100%. Swipe, 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 match, match, match. So willing to give the numbers out because he's a good-looking guy. I mean, a guy that's good-looking, he doesn't even have to go approach females. He could just out of comfort of his home. It's like a takeout dinner. He's like a lion.
Yeah, and the females he's getting are low quality. He forgets to mention that. He forgets to mention that stuff. Look at the females he's catfishing. And I have the uncensored videos, by the way. If you guys want me to do, like I said, if you guys want me to do a review of this guy, I have like the videos where, not all of them, but some of them shows the women's faces, and they are fat and ugly. There's no single one that's attractive. So what does that prove? That doesn't prove these chats are getting hot chicks online. It proves nothing, actually. But if anything, what you're seeing is unattractive women. That's what you're seeing.
If I was a good-looking guy, I would just have all these girls come to my house every fucking hour. It's just that simple, man. It's not that hard. It's not.
And that's all you want out of life, because you don't have any ambition, you don't have any goals, you don't have any talent. That's all you care about, getting girls to come to your house.
Rocket science.
Do you feel entitled to?
No, I don't feel entitled. But,
yes, you do. Don't BS.
These types of women are,
Don't BS, man.
Are ignoring you, and
you people are not
you
honest.
try to talk to them, and you try for their numbers, and they reject you. It makes me feel inferior. It makes me feel like I'm not good enough for the females. It makes me not just want to give up because there's no point. Well, it is sad. It's sad. This is it. This is the reality we have to face as guys. Laura sent me a message. She said I look like a celebrity. And I'm gonna write thanks for the compliment. Then I go on to the next one. And I just talked to her a little dirty, saying her neck looks yummy. And she laughed and she liked it. That's it. Pretty much it. Easy as that. That's it. I wait. It's a waiting game. Like kind of like chess. It's her turn now. It's her move. Hopefully, reel him in.
Oh my god, this guy has no personality at all, man. Such a boring character. I mean, just an autistic creep, man. That's all he is.
They take the bait, snag him in, and hopefully I get to confront her. That's it.
Is this documentary?
Easy as ABC. 1, 2, 3.
I'll probably just keep watching a bit. He's gonna go to the next guy now. Still got a long way to go, man. Shit. I'm gonna skip some of this. I don't want this to be like 2 hours long. It's gonna be my longest video. And they probably get taken down, but who cares? Gotta get my piece on this.
I wouldn't have been here catfishing these females if it wasn't for Elliot Rodger. In a way, I kind of admired him. For Elliot Rodger, he did a shooting rampage. He wanted, a girlfriend, but he couldn't get one, so he decided, if that was his only choice, that was his only choice to do, is to shoot, kill.
Do you think people deserved it?
Well, it depends. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the girls that he killed probably did deserve it because they seemed, probably shallow and stuck up. I mean,
look at what he's saying. If you're shallow and stuck up, you deserve to be killed. I don't know this guy. And this guy's not trolling. I mean, I don't think he is, but he's another Chris Morgan. He wants attention. That's why he's on these. He went on the Non Sequitur show and embarrassed himself completely on the Non Sequitur show. I mean, this guy can't function in society. He blames his looks, but just look at how he acts. Look how he thinks. The guy can't function. No, he's a creep.
I'd rather catfish females instead of shooting them or whatever. People have their own ideas. It's a misogynist mindset. You're not born with the hatred until you feel it as a person.
Hey, hush, Pineapple. You're fine.
We're not all rampant misogynists. We're not all Elliot Rodger worshippers.
But you're all losers.
You can be an incel without being a woman hater.
My main issue with these guys was never that. It was never, about them being... That's the normie narrative. That's the mainstream narrative, that you're misogynist, that you're... If anything, you guys are more haters of men than anything else. You're doing more damage to men. Your ideologies, your promotion of suicide, your promotion of going ER is more harmful to men than anybody else. You tell men to have low self-esteem. You tell men that it's over, that they should take the black pill and give up on life. That's more damaging to men. That's my main issue with you guys. You guys have never addressed that crap. You only want to address that comment. Because, you can say, well, this guy's an incel, he doesn't hate women. Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
Your emotional needs being met right now. I'm sorry, I'm not... Ow! I know you want everyone to love you, but there's other dogs too. Let's go, Kunu. Come on, Kunu. Come on, I know.
Incel is a funny little word. It means involuntarily celibate, but the agreed upon definition is someone who is currently undergoing a period of celibacy that is at least 6 months long. That does not mean that you're a misogynist. It doesn't mean that you have anxiety. It doesn't mean that you're mentally unwell or that there is some...
Let's be honest, most of them do have anxiety and are mentally unwell. Because why would you associate with that? Most guys who are not doing well in the dating scene don't associate with that label. It's only a tiny, tiny fraction of a percent of guys that associate with that label that are actually, having issues with dating women. So, what's that? The mentally ill fringe of guys, primarily.
Something wrong with you. I bet you that one is going to
Probably like between Liberty and Manhattan. I almost forgot the name of all that. In New York, it can be very hit or miss. My dating experience has not been successful so far. As far as personally it goes, it almost feels like everyone's waiting for something better to come along. There are a large number of people who are incels who are just maybe shy with approaching women, or maybe just have a hard time getting a date. There was recently a study released on Tinder that essentially the findings of it were 80% of men were just undesirable to the female population. And so now
yeah, we know about that, we've heard about that, and we've spoken about that before. I mean, like I've said many times, is that most men are undesirable in general. That doesn't stop them from going out there and getting females. Of course you're not going to be desirable. You're not a celebrity. You don't have huge amounts of wealth. So how are you going to be desirable unless you're super popular? I mean, but that's the thing. You don't need to be. You don't need to be. There's no reason to be. Because there's always going to be a market for women that's still going to be willing to date you. As long as you're not some mentally ill, crazy, creepy guy like Catfishman, you should be able to go out there and get some results.
There's a large growing frustration of realizing well, if I'm not in the top 20%, then there's no reason in me even trying in the first place. I know.
That's what they're trying to promote. I mean, I'm not telling anybody that they should try or shouldn't try. What I'm trying to say is that, we need to speak the truth. It's not true. The 80-20 rule has not been backed up by anybody who is knowledgeable of statistics. A statistician, for example, has never backed that up. A bunch of morons on the internet don't have the knowledge to actually prove these things.
I know life's unbearable, but that's for all of us. We must soldier on. Gotta soldier on.
Well, I agree with that, man. You have to fight, man. Every day is, you have to fight for what you want in this life. I realize
very
that.
Common sentiment with incels, I feel, is general isolation, maybe anxiety in social settings, maybe depressed behavior, that whole feeling that you are on the outside of the group. Whenever I see couples walking about, I'm happy for them, but at the same time, I'm also just like, oh man, I am so alone. It hurts a little bit.
But, that's his perception. This guy kind of looks like hiding in my room for some reason. I don't know why, but, that's his, he believes that he's alone. He's alone. But being alone is an empowering thing. Being a single male is an empowering thing. You don't need a woman. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but it's true. You don't need one. Yeah, you need one for reproduction. But that's something that comes down the line. First of all, you need to focus on your own life. Establishing yourself. When you get to a point where you feel good about yourself, you got a place to live, got everything that you need. Great. At that point, you should be able to find a female. Most guys can do that.
But at the same time, I can't let that hurt be, an excuse for me to be unkind to other people. I'm a weary exile, singing a song of loneliness.
That's not helping you, man. Honestly, putting that kind of content in your brain, I'm a lonely man, I'm a lonely exile, that's not helping you. You're doing the opposite of what you should be doing. You should be doing affirmations. You should be putting that in your brain that yes, I can be successful. Yes, I can move forward in my own life. Yes, I do have control over my own life. That's what you should be doing. You're doing the opposite, and you wonder why you're miserable because of what you're consuming. Why are you consuming this crap? We're all victims of it, but it comes to a point where you have to say, no, enough is enough.
forums can definitely be, you know, very supportive. Having an online community to fall back on or to go to is definitely a source of comfort. There's forums for all different kinds of incels. Incelistan, compared to other forums, there seems to be, you know, much less misogyny. There's a lot less, you know, simply blaming.
Stop going on these forums, you know, it's a therapy session. You know, and it's a therapy session with the wrong types of people. I mean, these people are not moving forward in their lives. These people have given up. They're losers. They're scum. You know, many of them are sick in the head. Why do you want to associate with these kind of people? Are they gonna? They can't do anything for you. They have nothing to offer. So why associate with them? You want to associate with people who want to bring you down to their level, make you into a loser. That's all their objective is, because they've already given up. So what the hell are you talking to them for?
Women for, you know, their lack of dating. I'll check in on the forum as I'm just scrolling through my timeline and see a couple things pop up. I might drop in and leave a like or a comment here and there. I guess someone in Incelistan is going to start doing some vitamin supplements coupled with fish oil. So if it works for them, cool. My main motivation for going on Incelistan is just mainly seeing how people are coping with their loneliness. It's beneficial to me in the sense that knowing that having dating problems, that's completely normal. Yep, just gonna show you, I guess you could call it the darker side of forums. Incels.is, they call themselves the premier black pill incel forum. The banner ad says, Silicon Wives, Luxury Sex Dolls, Shop Now. With more the darker corners of the, you know, incel community, it is very common to see how misogynistic some of these spaces can be. Sanctioned rape is definitely something that is, you know, talked about and discussed on these forums. And state-sponsored girlfriends, yeah. Elliot Rodger definitely has been lifted up to an icon by certain incels. It's hard to tell of who's being genuine and who's just trying to make really bad satire or just trying to get a rise out of someone. It could be that members of these communities are feeling so lost and hopeless that they're going to lash out at the world.
This guy's
These
boring.
forums can definitely be...
You know, you guys don't have I mean, you know, let me be honest with you. Like, these normies, I don't like normies either, but when they say you guys don't have you guys don't have personality. I'm snoozing off here. I mean, you know, the only time you incel guys make videos is like when you're like doing like that Kent stuff and you're raging, and you know, that's the entertainment. When you guys are talking normally, you're so boring. I mean, you guys have zero you have zero charisma. What the hell's wrong with you people? Like, you guys are like zombies. I mean, who wants to go on a date with this guy? I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but I mean, he seems like a nice guy, but he's so boring. I mean, God, I mean, what the hell's wrong with you? You know, you're just a boring, depressed loser. I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to chill with this guy. You know, I don't want to do business with this guy if he had something to offer. I'd tell this guy, get the hell out of here. You know, you can't get anywhere in life. Forget about dating for a second. With this kind of lack of enthusiasm, you know, this kind of, I'm lonely, I'm a victim. You need to stop that crap. Honestly. You know, I'm getting tired of this guy. I mean, get a personality.
Seen as a potentially dangerous place, as places of indoctrination. I think that because they're not being challenged,
I'm skipping this guy. I mean, this is just the most boring shit I've ever heard in my life.
A lot of people. It's a lot of women.
I nearly fell asleep right there.
Count 2, count 3.
Here comes the SJW.
Count 4, count 5, count 6, count 7, count 8, count 9, count 10. This is all of the counts of first-degree murder, so the individual is named. as soon as they become human beings with lives, yeah, it's really difficult.
Before getting in his van and killing innocent
Was that his
people,
Facebook?
Manassian posted
What?
this on Facebook. Let the incel rebellion
I didn't know
begin.
that picture came from his Facebook.
What's chilling is that the inspiration is Elliot Rodger. The Elliot
Are we gonna
Rodger
keep talking about this
atrocity
guy?
seems to have inspired copycat killings. More massacres of innocent people in the name of hatred against women.
This guy.
This is an example of the deification or the
Running
martyrdom
through these
of
holes like
mass
I'm
killers
Alec
within this
Manassian.
community.
We have him say over and over again, I want to kill so many fucking people.
I mean, this guy's
And it's
trolling. I
like,
mean,
outright
Eggman is not gonna kill anybody. I mean, you know, the guy's an idiot, but he's trolling.
glorification of mass killing. It's really upsetting. You see this content posted over and over and over again, and this normalizes the violence.
And you can really see how vulnerable individuals get sucked into this and think that this is a community that I can belong to. I think it's really easy to look at the incel community and say those guys are totally obsessed with sex. Those guys feel
Which
entitled
they are. That's not the whole problem, but that's one problem.
to sex. But it's not as simple as that. It's not just that they feel isolated by women, they feel isolated by society in general.
I tell you what, if you grow up for nearly 28 years and no one gives a fuck about you, what do you think that's going to do to you?
Nobody gives a F about me. Nobody gives a F about most of the people watching this video. They're not doing this crap, so don't give me that excuse. You know, who gives a F about most people? Nobody does. You know, stop this crap about I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim. You're not different to anybody else.
Is this a recognized mental disorder?
Fuck, man. No matter what I do, no
This guy, I mean, this guy pisses me off. Go watch his recent video. He's one of the most pathetic guys to ever walk the earth. No education, you know, no self-esteem, no skill, no talent. He doesn't want to work. He's admitted it. This guy is a sack of shit. I can't stand this guy.
matter where I go, nobody values my
I really can't
contribution.
stand him.
Nobody
You have no contribution. Don't tell me nobody values. What do you have to contribute? You have nothing. You're a bomb.
respects me. Nobody wants me around them.
Why should anybody respect you? You have nothing to offer. You know, these guys, I mean, they believe in this bizarre concept that somehow they should be treated like they're so valuable when they have nothing. You have no education, no skill, no talent. You're not funny. You don't have any social value. So what the hell anybody wants to be around you? You're a depressed loser. That's what you are, Jack Peterson, which is not even your real name. You know.
I'm a fucking reject everywhere.
Yeah, that's what you deserve.
I don't know what the fuck I have to do to change that.
It's a living fucking nightmare. That.
Oreo man, oh my god.
End. That's how
this
I
guy
can
was funny,
describe
man.
Being a man that women are not attracted to. It's a living fucking nightmare that will never fucking end.
I think there are a lot of people on the forum who have mental health issues, and I think that needs to be addressed.
You included, man.
Kissless, handholdless, hugless virgin. That's what I am.
Stop identifying as that nonsense, James. You know, I thought this guy had moved past this.
Why I'm incel? I've never felt I was good enough for a relationship. I definitely had opportunities, you know, to...
Yeah, and that's low self-esteem, and that probably comes from his parents. If he never felt like that, that probably comes from his parents. They had probably a lot of insecurities. they probably had low self-esteem and they passed that down to him.
To you know, lose my virginity, I definitely had opportunities to have a girlfriend, but I was always, you know, I was always paranoid. I had paranoia problems. I had
It comes from his parents. I'm pretty sure of it. It comes from his parents, that paranoia.
social anxiety. I had mental health problems that stopped me, and insecurities. Looks max means, you know, you're trying to improve your looks. You're trying to maximize your looks. So it's like part of attracting a female, attracting a mate. I used to want to be massive. I thought I was too small. I thought I was never good enough for women. That's why I never approached a woman in my life. I thought it wasn't good enough. I wasn't up to that standard. So, you know, I didn't even bother approaching. I didn't think there was any point. I used to be lazy. I used to lie down and rot. That's what they call it in, you know, incel community. I just closed myself off from the world because I didn't like how I looked. And obviously the more you lie down and rot, the more depressed you get. So it's like a vicious cycle. You have to break that cycle.
Exactly. This guy speaks some truth.
I did take steroids because I was, you know, thought that's what women wanted. So, you know, I did it because of women. I've been off steroids.
Messing up your life because of women taking steroids. You know, stop. I mean, I've said this before, but, you know, it doesn't matter what women think at the end of the day. Stop giving them value. You're contributing to the problem.
4 months, but still I'm getting like spots in my arms and spots here, and
This
mainly on
is
my
going
chest
on too
and back.
long. We need to
Chest is the
skip
worst,
some of
and
this.
my back. And this part of my face. So take this off. You can see my chest is really bad.
Goodness me.
You can see my shoulders.
Is that
I
from
have hairs growing
steroids?
where I didn't have hairs growing before as well.
That what steroids does?
A lot of incels would have these issues, like mental health issues, self-doubt, social anxiety.
I mean, look where he's living, man. It's pretty
I
nice.
actually thought to myself, like, last Valentine's Day,
he
I thought
doesn't
I would have a
value this kind
girlfriend,
of
but
stuff. I mean,
Valentine's Day, I would kill myself.
it's quite nice where he's living in Ireland.
You know, I was in a dark place then. I wasn't the same mindset, but I was trying to work on my mindset. I had a troubled childhood. I didn't have the best childhood, but, you know, always the most traumatic moments stick out to you. It's just the right combination of bad things happening to somebody that can turn them into an incel. It's just a bad combination of things coming together. My parents were getting divorced, and, you know, there's a lot of arguing going on, and I just felt it was a threatening environment. You can blame your past, but there's also, you have to take personal responsibility as well, and, you know, do what you can, even with the cards you have and with what experiences you have. You know, those feelings of suicide incels can have because they're so lonely, they're so desperate, they're so alone, and they can't relate to people.
You know, it's not that you're lonely, it's you think that you're lonely. You actually don't need other people constantly around you. A lot of these guys are introverts anyway. You know, and really, what does it mean to be lonely? I mean, when you go out, there's people around you all the time. You know, it's not like you're in prison. I mean, you're not really lonely. It's just that you think that you are. It's your mindset. I'm lonely, I'm lonely. You want to go out and be around a bunch of people, you can do that. You can do that. Now, whether you form those kind of connections that you want with those people, well, maybe you can't form those connections because of, you know, maybe because of your mental problems, or maybe because you're just not compatible with those people. Listen, I'm not compatible with most people because I'm not part of the mainstream. And a lot of things I say is not going to go down well with them. Now I have a choice to either change and be fake or keep myself. I'd rather keep myself. Okay? I'd rather keep myself. Now that's something you have to embrace that. They don't do that. They don't embrace the fact that they are, and there's a lot of benefits of being alone. See, when you don't do anything in your life, you don't see the benefits of being alone. Most of the great inventors in the history, the great explorers, they spend a lot of time alone. You know, that's just how it works. Can't be some guy thinking that you're gonna need people all around you. You don't. If that was the case, these guys wouldn't have done great things by spending a lot of time alone. But what these guys are promoting here is not true.
I just feel hopeless, and you get that hopeless feeling. That hopeless feeling is the worst. At my darkest point, I wrote a song about Elliot Rodger, yes. The Elliot Rodger meme Incel Trap version 2. Less distortion and bass. Yeah, this is the lyrics. Riding through the city like Elliot Rodger. Can't stop me now. Bet you ain't no bullet dodger. I was trying to rhyme that. I was trying to make a rap. I was just trying to be creative, make something creative, but for edgy shock value, I don't know, because I saw that Eggy song about Alec Manessian that inspired me. So it's like I'm as in his shoes doing a similar thing, yes.
Yeah, this is another problem I have with incels. Why do incels, why are their role models losers? I don't understand this concept. Can somebody explain this to me? Why do these guys look up to losers? Because just because you're a loser yourself doesn't mean you look up to a loser. That's bizarre to me. Like, the incels, they look up to these guys like Eggman and all these. What the hell are you looking up to a guy? You don't want to live that guy's life. You know that guy's life is shit. So why are you trying to look up to that guy? I don't understand this crap. Somebody please explain to me why incels look up to these guys. These guys are pathetic. I mean, who wants to live like Eggman? Are you kidding me?
That's pretty bad. Suck on my nuts as I blow out your guts. That's just too much.
Do you see why that might be problematic?
Yeah, but it's entertainment value. It's not supposed to be taken seriously. I wouldn't do that now. No, it's hard to explain, but it's like seeing in Game of Thrones people getting their head cut off, or that's not glorifying people getting their head cut off. It's just entertaining.
But that's a story. That's fiction. This
Yeah.
is real life with real victims.
That's true. I see now why that's not good. Yeah, I didn't consider enough. There's a fine line. You have to find that fine line, I know, and you can't really cross it, I know.
Fine line between what, James?
Edgy humor and going too far and having...
This whole being edgy, stop that crap. Stop that crap. That's only gonna get you blacklisted from the job market, from any kind of social interaction. Stop this whole I'm trying to be edgy crap. Stop, please.
Real world implications, so yeah, like influencing others to do hate crimes or... Bad idea, I know.
How would you feel if the family of one of the victims of Elliot Rodger came across this?
Yeah, you don't really think of that when you're making it, do you? That's it. You don't think through those things. True. Wouldn't feel very good, bringing that pain back for them. I didn't think anybody cared, so you can go down that dark way, and that path of nothing to lose, so I'll just wreck everything and kill everybody. And yeah, that's what Elliot Rodger did, obviously. So he went down that path of no one cares, nothing to lose. I'll never have a relationship, so I'll kill everybody and kill myself. So that's the darkest path you can go down. Yeah.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Show you the light, and because you're lost in darkness, you can't see. If you have mental health problems, you need to talk to somebody.
There's always hope. You just have to look really hard sometimes.
As long as you're alive, there's hope, man.
Talk with people.
That's how I look
around
at it.
You and get help from them. It does help to talk, definitely. Even talking like this to a camera.
I went down that lonely path and, had no friends, had no relationships. Reached the point where I had nothing to lose, so I wanted to get my story out there. Now I make YouTube videos. I talked about it to the world. I'm very open and honest with my mental health problems. Other people could relate to that, and luckily enough, a lot of people did relate to that. I got a lot of positive feedback. Now I feel a lot better from opening up, from venting, from getting all those things off my chest that have been there for years. I feel so much better exposing myself. I've been to that point, and then I can relate to other people, and that's why I relay my story to other people, so they can hopefully help them out of that hole.
This documentary isn't as good as I expected, man. This is kind of stale, to be honest with you. This guy's another boring guy. I mean, why are incels so boring? I mean, it's only when they go on rampages that
Kind of excited for the catfish tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm gonna meet this female at a fast food joint where she thinks she's going on a
This guy's still doing this crap.
with this man.
How many months? The autism is real, man. Look at this guy.
The hero for the incels, basically.
Hero? Hero for what?
When you constantly catfish females and
delusional, man.
You upload it on the forums, they start calling you hero. I mean, I feel like it's way better than sex.
Do you ever get sexual with your texting?
But yeah, I sent explicit pictures, you know, of fake guys. That's not even my dick. Not even my penis. If he's a white guy, I said a white
This guy is a homo.
penis. If he's a black
going on the internet and searching up pictures of guys, you know what, and sending it to girls. You know, bro, I think you need to go to the other side, man. You know, you can solve this easily. You know, you can solve this easily. Just go on Grindr. That's for you, okay? That's for you. That's what people like you go on. If you're at that point already where you can Google that stuff, you're not far away from taking it up to you know what.
And I sent a black man's penis.
Did they ever send you?
Yeah, they send me all kinds of stuff.
Did they ever send you sexual pictures?
Yeah, they send me sex pictures all the time whenever I do it.
Like what?
Pussy picture, vagina pictures, breast pictures. Basically, they're videos of them fingering themselves. You know, they're nasty little girls, so they do nasty little things.
He laughs at his own jokes. I mean, does he think he's funny? There's nothing funny about this guy. He laughs like a 7-year-old.
Jack off to him. But what I do is I confront them. What I do is I take the pictures and I confront them and be like, you know, such a bad person. You're a horrible person. Why are you sending this to this man? You shouldn't be doing this. That type of thing.
Is there a part of you that thinks this isn't right?
Fuck the hell, the heck no. Heck no. What? Why? Why should I care what they feel? What should I care?
You do care what they feel. That's the whole point here. If you didn't care what women feel, you wouldn't even be identifying with the incel group. The whole problem is that you care what women feel. He doesn't understand this.
They see me on the street, they would ignore me or treat me like a normal person. I don't care. I'm exposing who they are as individuals. I don't care. Honestly, don't give a crap. They're very bad people. Very, 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 very horrible for them to, you know, to do this type of things.
But you're the one tricking them.
Of course. Why not? Of course. That's why.
Doesn't that make you horrible?
No. Why would it make me horrible? You know, I don't care. I'm not worried about hurting females. I mean, I respect people, but I don't. When it comes to females, I don't care. I don't really care.
Are women not people?
No, they're not people. Of course, if they're acting like this, how are they people if they're rejected men based off their looks? I've been treated like that in my past life, like garbage. So
you know, the whole looks thing, I mean, we're sick and tired of hearing this crap. It's been debunked time and time again. You know, these guys, they're never going to change. I'm not trying to prove anything to these guys. In fact, these guys are finished. You know, people like me, I cannot say anything to help these guys. And they've already given up on life. So, you know, these are not my target market with this YouTube channel. I'm not trying to help people like Catfishman. There are people that are, you know, in the danger of slipping to this point. They're, you know, on the fringes of it. Those guys maybe can be helped, but these guys are too far gone.
I was with my girlfriend for 4 years, and we broke up. I got a restraining order violation. And
why did you end up with a restraining order?
Why did I end up with a restraining order? Because you know, like, we fought a lot. It was domestic violence. So, of course, you're gonna have that type of restraining order. Like, I wasn't supposed to be around her, and they put like a piece of paper, no contact order, and then I still came close to her, and we were together, and you know, how do you say it? Like, and then I got put away for that. Then
this guy's life is done. Miserable. He's gonna be miserable until the day he dies. And some of you guys are going in that direction. Stop making incel videos. You know, if you're making incel videos in 2019, you are retarded. You will end up on these documentaries. You think this is the beginning? You think this is this is only the beginning of this crap. Incel is blowing up. You know, it's blowing up right now, and we need to understand that. Now is the time to stop. If you've done it, delete that crap. You know, delete all that nonsense. Just close all that crap. It's not good. There's no benefit of it anyway.
where were you going? Going to the barbershop, my local barbershop, to get a haircut.
Why's that?
I'm gonna start skipping some of this, man.
This is the day. Hopefully, I'll meet the girl.
Where's the girl, man?
She didn't turn up. She didn't come. Well, she wasted my time basically.
They've outwitted you.
Not that your time's worth anything. You're not doing anything.
Outwitted me in a sense. Yes, they have. In a sense, they kind of did. Yeah, she did get me this time. I guess she did. So.
What's the plan now for you?
Probably stop catfishing. I don't want to do it anymore. Move on with my life. Focus on myself.
You're not gonna do that. You're just talking.
There's no point.
You're not gonna do that.
A lot of people think what you do is really sad.
Well, hey, I'm spreading the awareness and truth on how females are. You know,
A lot of people are gonna watch this and think you're quite a sad individual.
Well, you can think whatever, but
Not
you know
think
what?
he is. We know that already.
Because of this, I'm more happier. After catfishing so
You're
many
not happy.
women,
Stop lying to
I
yourself.
was able to understand who they are
All
as
these
individuals.
guys, they're not honest with themselves.
I felt like lonely. I felt like a lonely person. I felt sadness when I was a child.
Because you didn't have anyone, or why?
I don't know. I don't understand these questions, man. I mean, these questions, I feel like they're stupid. I don't understand like that. I honestly feel they're stupid. I don't know. They are like.
Let's get down to it. It's basically, if you had some love around you, or
No,
someone who
man.
cared for you, would you still be catfishing?
Well, no. If I had a girlfriend, I wouldn't be catfishing. If I had a girlfriend, I wouldn't be doing this. Or if females didn't.
These guys worship women. They worship them. That is their holy grail. That is their ultimate satisfaction in life. Their ultimate satisfaction is to get a female. Think I care about females? No, I don't, because I know a female can satisfy me. I mean, I don't know how these guys grew up. I wasn't raised in a single mother household, but I think it comes from childhood, because I never had this belief that, a woman is the ultimate prize in life. Men are the prize, not women. Women is nothing but an extension. That's it. Nothing more than that. It's not the main piece. You're the main piece. You're the main prize. But these guys don't value themselves. They don't understand that. I don't know who taught these guys this concept, but they're very misguided, man.
Treat me like shit. I wouldn't be, doing this.
Guy walks like a penguin, man.
If I keep practicing, they'll run away less on me. I have not been officially diagnosed, but I have had several people tell me that I do have, some slight characteristics that are typical of people with Asperger's.
You have Asperger's, man. Anybody can tell.
I think that people who do have, what could be called a neurodivergent mindset are very, easily preyed upon by people who want to indoctrinate them into their ideology, some of them being the incel ideology.
It's true.
You need to get out of that
That's
echo
actually
chamber.
true.
You need to, make connection with the real world again. I think it's a good thing just to understand that feeling that level of hopelessness and loss of, power and control and autonomy is a normal thing to feel, and you're not alone about it. I understand that there's a lot of different people in the world. I'm not going to be a good fit for everyone out there.
Finally, somebody with some sense. Somebody with some sense, man. Exactly, I've been saying that for the longest time. They have this idea that you have to be attracted to 80% of women or some nonsense here. That's not the case. That's not the case at all.
I think it's important to
It's always going to be a
at least put
minority, a
yourself
small
out there.
minority of women that are into you. It's how you capitalize on that, if you wish to. That's the real thing here.
In the social atmosphere, even if you don't talk to anyone, at least you're in the space. At least you're, somewhat engaging with people.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in.
So he's doing karaoke, I guess.
Sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin.
Life is hard, life is pain, life is rejection. But at the same time, I'm gonna make that choice to do what I can to be happy, and I'm gonna work on what I can in order to feel fulfilled and satisfied with my life.
I mean, these guys talk a good game, but is he really doing that? I doubt it. I doubt it, but at least
Sing
he's...
us a song, you're the piano man! Sing us a song tonight! Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright!
Oh my god. Do you think if women watch this, they're gonna be attracted to this guy? I mean...
Thank you so much!
I mean, look, if it's what makes you happy, just do it, man. I mean, it's better than going ER.
Okay, hello and welcome back to these daily vlogs.
Just James. We're back to Just James.
Talking to someone online, and yeah, it's going well, and hopefully it works out. I plan to meet up, at some point, probably in the summer. I'm in a relationship for the first time in my life.
Calling you now. Hello? Hello, sir. How are you today? How are you doing? Good. I'm good, yeah. How are you feeling about meeting, sir? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Fly out and... yeah.
Notice how they have to fly out and meet these women. These women never fly out to meet them. Notice that. They have to go and chase it. Just like hiding in my room, this guy, they have to go out. It's because they if these women was truly that much into them, wouldn't they be going and seeing them? I don't really think that it's a good idea for guys to be doing that. I just feel like, the women already get enough put on a pedestal. I mean, the last thing we need to do is advocate and then do everything for them when they're really not doing anything for us, to be honest with you.
Hold your arms for the first time, and holding hands together for the first time, and so I'll just say bye for now, Sarah. I love you so much, and can't wait to see you. Hope my flight goes alright, and hope I get there on time, and looking forward to seeing you in real life. So, bye. Love you. Alright, bye. She's also a KHHV, which is a kissless, handholdless, hugless virgin. So she is the same as me, which is great. We both have never...
Stop using these retarded terms, man. What the hell's wrong with you people? See, this guy James, he's changed to a certain degree, but he's still messed up in the head. Why are you using this crap? I'm a KHHV. I hope you guys are not using these terms in the real world. Because people are going to look at you like you're crazy. You gotta take that nonsense out of your brain, man. Get that out of your brain. Reprogram your brain. Do affirmations. Stop this crap.
Never held hands with anybody. We've never kissed anybody, so it'll be both our first time with that. And that's great for me because I want to experience everything first time with somebody that's also their first time, because it's more special. It has more meaning that way. I'm pretty sure there will be a connection. She feels like my soulmate, my one, so that's what she says to me.
Oh my god. This is a disaster waiting to happen. She's my soulmate. She's my one. Before you even met the chick, I mean, this simping never ends with these guys. You know, they still, you see, even when they get a female, they still got that woman worshipping mentality. That's what I've been telling you guys. These incels don't hate women, they worship them. They worship them. Oh, she's my soulmate. She's the one. No, I mean, yeah, I mean, look, I don't even watch MGTOW videos anymore, but this guy needs to watch some MGTOW videos. I mean, I'm not even an advocate for MGTOW really, but this guy needs to watch it. I mean, she's the one, man. She's special. No, she's not. Get real. Get real for once in your life.
So I'm hopeful and optimistic, obviously. You know, that it works out. Hopeful that we have a future together. It is a chance to break free from inceldom. It's a chance to make a life.
See how he says break free? Yeah, break free because you're in jail, right? You're in jail. These guys don't realize the freedom they have as a single man. This guy hasn't changed, this Just James guy. It's still messed up in the head. Break free. Bro, as a single man, you know how much freedom you have? You know how empowered you are if you want to be? You're not doing that. Dozens of incel forums have appealed online. Yeah, and 40,000 is not that much. Don't try and push this crap that there's a lot of incels out there. There's not. It's tiny, tiny, a fraction of a percent. You gotta think about it. 40,000, that's not only in the USA. That's in in all the English-speaking world. USA, Australia, Canada, UK, Ireland, all those places.
If you showed up to
And
a
also
party
outside of the
and there was
English-speaking
one
world as
person
well.
outside of the group, she would go to that person and bring them in.
Well, you know, people always say that about people who are dead. They say nice things about them. You know, the truth is that I don't know if that was true. I mean, you know, I've been in positions when I was alone. You know, I didn't care because I like being alone anyway. But people don't come up to you and say, "Hey, man, you want to come chill with us?" That doesn't happen, and I don't believe. You know, maybe your daughter was a nice person, but I don't know. I mean, I find a hard time believing that crap.
included everyone. It did not matter who you were.
The reality of our situation is painfully simple. Our daughter died because some individual couldn't cope. Just couldn't cope. That's why she's dead.
But it's not just that, though. It's not just that he couldn't cope. Well, I guess you can put it like
And his parents missed it. Anyone who was trying to help him missed it. His friends.
Exactly, his parents missed it. You're touching on key issues there. You know, what the hell are these parents doing? What the hell are they doing? You got a psycho under your roof and you don't even know? I mean, what the hell? Like, what the hell are these parents doing? I get so angry about this.
Friends missed it. Society missed it. And my daughter paid the price. That's the bottom line. If you want to stop this from happening to other parents and other innocent children, you need to get to the individual. You need to find a way to reach them and help them and realize that suicide isn't the way out.
I agree, but what if some people don't want to be helped? Because some people don't want to be helped, and maybe some people can't be helped. What do you do with those people? You just say, "Oh, I can't help you," and you just let them go?
Out with a bang so you can make the news isn't the way out.
Exactly.
You have a substantive number of people who are on the border, who feel isolated, who feel left out, who are looking for belonging.
Come watch the Unreal One. Come watch the Unreal One. That's what you need to do. You know, I don't want these hardcore incels watching my channel because those guys are finished. You know, in fact, I'm blocking them, guys. If they come on this video, I'm blocking them. You guys are finished. There's nothing for you guys. The guys that are, you know, somewhere, you know, maybe lingering around there, but they haven't embraced that, come subscribe to the Unreal One. Come watch these videos. Let's have a chat. You know, I mean, that's the thing. You know, you don't want to associate with these losers like that.
And then are at risk of being sucked into the darker side, the more violent side. You know, it becomes a very slippery slope. I worry that it's...
Don't go on these websites, please. You're useless. You know, spend your time looking on actual things that are going to help you in life. The internet, you know how much money you can make? You know how much information you can learn, useful information. This is nonsense.
Very likely
These websites are complete nonsense.
Another attack in the name of incel.
The police should be looking at this in the same way they look at religious extremism online. And then at a more local level,
they're more dangerous. The incels more dangerous, I think. If you look at the numbers, I mean, because when you look at it, I mean, the manosphere is tiny. You look at a religion is like billions of people, or hundreds of millions. The manosphere, in this side of the manosphere, it's not even 1 million people, and look how many they've killed. Look, that guy today, he was part of the manosphere, by the way. I don't know if he knew about incel. That guy that killed that Bianca girl, he knew about incel because the terminologies he was using were only terminologies that in the manosphere. You have Scott Bierle. That was another guy, the Tallahassee shooter. He spoke about Elliot Rodger. These guys are the most dangerous in my opinion. If you look at the actual numbers of people, there's such a tiny number, and look how many they've killed. Most people don't have a clue what the hell the manosphere even is. Before 2016, I think 2016 when I found out, I didn't know what the manosphere is. It's not something that you just find by going on YouTube or going on Google. You have to really be into it like that. So these guys are dangerous. They are straight up dangerous. I'm not trying to say that, you know, people need to get away from this whole men or this narrative. It's not about men. It's about these guys who associate with these kind of ideologies. It's the ideology, but they want to say it's a gender thing. No, it's not a gender thing. It's their ideology that's the problem.
Don't have enough discussion around mental health implications of our technological culture. We don't think about the fact that we maybe have a vulnerable, isolated individual who feels left out of the world, who's just going to go down a web hole, okay, and not come out. We don't as a community try and bring that person out.
He's about to finish.
I hope those that
this video went
idolize
on forever, man.
This individual, they'll see what the actions do to people. They'll see how pointless all of this really is. Because if this individual had felt there were avenues for help, had felt that there were people who are willing to help him understand rejection, failure, frustration, and help him through it.
Yeah, they don't understand that. They don't understand how to respond to that.
Then my daughter might still be here. This guy who killed my daughter is gone.
I'm sick and tired of hearing about this crap, man. You know,
he doesn't
really
feel a
sick
damn
of it.
thing. Right? We feel it every day.
It gets me so mad.
That's our reality now.
And that's the documentary, guys. I don't think there's anything more I need to say. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. I really want to see your comments, what you think about this, and I'm out.